So, colleagues of NASSG, the National Association of Student Speakers, Ghana, I welcome you to our fifth anniversary meeting. Let's start with a short word of prayer. I'll give a very short prayer. Father Lord, we thank you for this day as you have gathered here to celebrate our 5 years in capacity building and networking as student speakers. We call for your guidance and for us to continue impacting our colleagues in the world. Amen.
Amen.
I wanted to say ladies and gentlemen,
Amen.
but in the absence of any lady, fellow gentlemen, or should I say fellow speakers, I welcome you to this session of our anniversary. National Association of Student Speakers was started exactly 5 years ago, which was the 1st of March 2020. And since 1st of March 2020 to now, we have been committed to building capacities for young speakers, student speakers, whether the Student Parliamentary Council or the Student Parliament House of the National Parliament or private youth parliaments or the youth parliaments under the National Youth Authority. We have been committed to building capacity for the youth speakers. We don't have deputy speakers who are part of us. However, whatever we teach, we expect that our members extend that knowledge to their MPs. For the last 5 years, it has not really been easy, but I believe the aim, which is to network student speakers, have been achieved. The aim, which is to build capacity, has been achieved from the sessions that we share, and then the chamber briefings, of which has never happened for the last 2 years. The educative sessions that we hold, and then the extended invitation that we went to with Parliamentary Network Africa has been fruitful. If not for NASSG, we wouldn't have had the opportunity to join Parliamentary Network Africa for that session. And I must say it has been rewarding. Although Allo Global was there, but it has been rewarded.
I remember the scheme.
Yes. But it's all part of life. If you want to give me the opportunity to enumerate my experiences with NASSG, it will not finish today. What I want to do is that I want to give each of you the opportunity to share your take on our 5 years journey and the way forward, because today's meeting is not going to be that long. This is for us to celebrate and evaluate our journey for the last 5 years and then the next 5 years coming. So I'll take the first contribution from our vice chair, who is present here, Right Honorable Edmond Jason. If he could share with us his assessment since when the time he joined, and then since then, just share his assessment of the group, our journey, and then we'll take each of you, Justice, and then Husseini. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the chair. Greetings to you all. My journey in NASSG has been a very fruitful one. It has been one filled with passion, growth, and I don't know how to put it. It's like I'm on the spot, but it has been a journey filled with growth, passion, and a burning desire to learn more. One thing I noticed about NASSG is it's a big platform to help us connect with each other and learn from each other, since sister parliaments have different constitutions. Welcome, Kennedy. Since sister parliaments have different constitutions, thereby have different practices, and learning from each other has been one one way or and all that. So that has basically been my experience.
Thank you very much. Now let's go to Alo Global. Right, Honorable Justice Alo.
Global boy.
Yeah. Should I say former speakers here? Yeah, I think it's been great and a good experience joining NASSG. I say that joining NASSG, just like Right Honorable Edmond said, has been an experience that has brought much learning and good connection to me personally. I've met fantastic young people doing great things on their own, and people that are not just giving lip services to what they believe in, but in one way or the other, they are trying to ensure that what they believe in and the ideologies they have subscribed to, they put them into action. I believe that NASAC is very big, but we've had most of the members not being active, and I know it's because of they having other things doing. But going forward, I believe that it is better that those who are available and those who are committed to the cause of NASAC will keep the momentum, so that the new people joining NASAC would not fall into the fever of being dormant and not being active in the association. This is the fifth year of NASAC, and I believe that by the time we are a decade old, we can turn things around and we can have most of our members taking key decisions in the country. Yeah, I think I'm very happy to be part of the association. Yeah. Mr. Chairman, I'm done. I'm done.
Sustaining.
Mr. Chairman, I hope everyone can hear me. Hello, can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. You're loud and clear. You're loud and clear, my brother.
Oh, okay, okay. Mr. Chairman, I don't really have a lot to say, but first of all, I'd like to say thank you to you personally. I mean, but for you, we wouldn't have this platform to communicate with ourselves and to be able to build the kind of we have. I mean, thanks to the platform, we got to meet a lot of people that I text, that I call brother, that I call sisters, and we do a lot of things together. So for now, I'd like to say thank you very much for holding the fourth till now. I personally know it has not been easy, especially knowing how humans are. I mean, we are both leaders, but then when we meet, we definitely do what we like. And as I say thank you to you, I would also like to say thank you to the vice chairpersons who have also been quite supportive towards the cause, and to also say thank you to my brothers. I mean, we make the association, and hopefully we'll be able to commit much time to the association so we can all push forward to make sure it gets to the highest pedestal it needs to be. So, Mr. Chairman, I think that is all I have to say. I think the chairman is not responsive, so I think we should move on to Kennedy if you also have anything to say.
Um, Thank you very much for seeing me as a speaker, always a speaker. And first of all, I'd like to um, thank each and every one of us, but then the utmost one, Right Honorable Chairman Jones Biglo, yeah, I'm a Gashi Biglo. I mean, just as my previous did, I remember personally when I was sworn in as a speaker, and then through your guidance, and then one or two words that you gave us, I mean, we're able to do a little better than what some of our predecessors did in our various institutions and our various parliaments. And I must say that joining NASSG so I made a family, yeah, and I'm glad that I'm still as we mark our 5th year. I mean, I wouldn't say that we've come far, we've come far, but more dedication and then commitment towards this association and its welfare. I believe that in some time to come, NASSG will have a very strong voice in this nation and even beyond. So I must say, in brief, I'm very much glad to be part of this family, and then I'm happy that we are turning 5 this year, and God bless us all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I think we'll proceed with the other. In continuing the program, I'd like us to revisit the writer about NASAC, and then from there I'll go ahead to present the achievements and challenges I recall during the 5 years leading NASAC. So the write-up that I have been usually sharing on inclusivity. Our network encompasses speakers from diverse academic institutions such as the traditional universities, technical universities, private universities, and the colleges. We unite voices from the SRCs, and then yes, the SRC legislative chambers, student parliaments, and youth parliaments. Our primary objective is to nurture and empower the speakership community, setting standardized parliamentary practices and forging valuable network connections among members. We also facilitate this by removing membership dues. As you know, we don't pay membership dues, and it is for a strategic reason. I don't want members running away because of dues. That is why we have not impounded any financial obligation on anyone since the last 5 years. But when it is necessary for us to contribute, we'll do so. So, NASSAC, as you know, was established on the 1st of March 2020. It originally started as the Ghana South Speakers Caucus. and it was founded by John Samega Shiviglo. John Samega Shiviglo, Vice Chairman Administration, Asidu Kwabena Aje, Vice Chairman Operations Derek Ajekum. Briefings, which is when incumbent speakers do a presentation on their chambers. Benchmarking session, this is when we establish the best practices among our members. Lecture series, of which we did one, the speaker series last year, which is just to educate members. Expansion and networking, which is when you meet new members. And then guidance and effective management. As you know, apart from I myself, of which your colleagues consult me, some of you as well, your colleagues consult you on what best to do in their chambers. And that is why we are here. For duties of members, clearly, you are to be active in our WhatsApp group and respond to our presentations. You are to share memos, flyers from your chambers. You are to share those things on the platforms. Okay, be sharing anything that your parliament is doing on the platform, because from that, members could learn. And then you are to share contact of speakers, incumbent speakers who are not on the platform, who are SR speakers, student parliament house, or an youth parliament. And then also, when you hand over, you need to share the contact of your successor. And also, we look forward to having some of you who want to teach our colleagues. We'll have a special speaker, which most of you don't know. There are 2 lecture sessions that we share with all new members, which is a lecture I did on how to best preside over parliament, and then a lecture I did with the United Nations Youth Association on parliamentary dynamics. And these are the basic information I share on NASSG. Now, since the last 5 years, when it comes to our achievements, our achievement so far has been providing the platform for student speakers to interact. And for the last 5 years, we have had not less than 4 chapter, KNUST, both the SRC Parliamentary Council, the Legislative, and then the Parliament House. Then we come to UPSC, the General Assembly, and then the Student Parliament House. Accra Technical University, both the SRC, Student Parliament House, Old Technical University, UHAS, Valley View, UD, UESD, UDS, Amustad, Cape Coast University, Winneba, TTU. Basically, we have covered Central University. A lot of institutions have been represented here. And that is first and foremost our interest to connect student speakers. We are proud of acts among themselves. And another of our achievements is to be able to help our colleagues to learn the practices, the best of them. Most of us have been available for consultancy, and they have been calling on you to advise them on what to do, how they can do this in their chamber. We have provided an answer to making things easier for our colleagues, the incumbent speakers. And then another of which you might not see it official, but we have created that opportunity for agenda boys to do their agendas. Although it wouldn't sound so official, but this is what makes us a stronger family. It's not all about official, but we have jokes and stuffs. Sometimes colleagues will come and say, Chairman, I should restrict the group. They are joking, they are talking so much on the platform. But actually, I tell them that if you are always official, the place will be boring. So for me, I don't have a problem with the fact that we laugh a little bit on the platform. Yeah, so I think that has helped us become stronger, have stronger bonds. Another of our achievements achievements is the fact that we have been able to relate with Parliamentary Network Africa, as I said earlier on, to participate in the mock parliament. It's a great achievement because that, apart from giving us an opportunity to finally meet physically, I've known some of you for about 2 years, 3 years, and a year, but I've never met you. If not for that collaboration that we did with Parliamentary Network Africa, we wouldn't have been able to meet, and we are very happy with that. So if not for the fact that NASSG existed, that wouldn't have happened. We have now had the opportunity to meet in person. You know, because we always chat in the platform, it didn't feel so distant meeting us or meeting you physically. It felt like we have been meeting for a long time and we have come to meet again. I don't know who else had that feeling. If someone could concur, I don't know if you also had that feeling for the fact that we have been chatting on the platform. When we met at UG for the Parliamentary Network Africa, it was like meeting us again or meeting you again. And I don't know who else had that.
Yeah, Chairman, I can recall. It was in my room. It was in my room, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I
No,
remember. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the meeting. No. It was like, although that was the first time we were meeting physically, because we have been chatting the group, it was like we have been meeting
We
for
knew
long.
ourselves. Yeah, yeah, we knew ourselves already. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can. Which meeting are you talking about?
Oh, I think during the PN Africa Mock Parliament, something in UG. Yes, we met. Chairman called for a brief meeting, and then
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that meeting, I see it as an achievement because so in the case I go off, in the case I go off, vice chair just continue the deliberation. I come back. Our network is actually my my network is not strong at all. Oh. uh so I say it's an achievement. What else can we talk about? Uh, uh, Let me go straight to some of the challenges and specific failures that we have. Um, as you know, for the last 5 years, we have not been able to finally adopt a constitution, and I would say it has been a challenge on our side. It has been a challenge on our side. Another of the failures is we haven't been able to pay a courtesy call on the Speaker of
Yeah, yeah, introduction will be fair. Yeah.
me to a lot of people. I've made new friends. And through there, I was able to join the incumbent speakers where we have a common platform. So, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so I'm finally back. Some network issues. So
Welcome back, Chema. Chema, you're welcome.
yeah, so I was talking about the challenges. Please, did you hear the challenges that are enumerated?
Chema, I would like you to go over it again for us. I mean, it's because of the network issues.
Okay. The challenges I was talking about the fact that um we haven't really been able to. Oh, okay. Before I finish with the achievements, I think we held two, or I think it was just one national joint sitting. The one we held at KNUST. It was a very good initiative by you guys, and then I congratulate you for that. It was really good. So I think the meeting at Parliamentary Network Africa was the second time we were meeting physically as a group. So these are all commendable. Now with the challenges, as a group, um, it might sound appalling, but we don't have any legal registration as of now anywhere. And I think since we are 5 years now, we can now look forward to either registering the Registrar General or registering with the National Youth Authority or register with Parliament of Ghana. I think colleagues can advise us on what to do with that. Another issue is that I want us to take a decision on is that for the last 5 years, we haven't been able to adapt a constitution, although drafts of the constitution has been shared. And I think it's imperative that we should adapt the draft that will be shared. And then from that draft, let's use it and see the challenges, and we'll use it to, to do the elections as well. Because we haven't been able to hold the election due to the fact that there was no constitution. But we cannot keep on running and overlapping the 10 years. So today, I would like us to adapt the draft constitution as a working document with the challenges that it has, and then would amend those challenges as time goes on. Constitution can never be a perfect document. And upon adapting it, we have only been able to organize one election as an association, and that was in 2021 or 2022. I think it's high time we do an election. So um, it's high time that we organize election for new leaders. And upon that, I want to officially in the next election. Um, Having had the privilege to lead this group for 5 years, I think it is time for my colleagues to take up the nod and then lead NASSG so that it can go to greater heights. So I will not be contesting in the next election, but I want to call on you guys to, out of a resolution, adapt the draft constitution I'll share. Although it will have issues, but let's adapt it and we use it for the election, and then we amend it. We can amend it and make it better. So I want to bring these things to your doorstep for us to consider, so that we can organize elections within the next 15 days. We'll set up an election committee, which will be made up of 3 people from the constitution we adapt. an election committee which will be made up of 3 people. Those 3 people will do a Google form or however they can use to get nominations for the 5 rules. The 5 rules in the constitution that we'll be adopting today are chairman, then we have vice chairman administration, vice chairman operations, vice chairman finance, and vice chairman publicity. When we adapt the constitution, those positions will now and per the constitution we are adapting, incumbent speakers do not qualify to contest. It is because they just joined. So you should allow your seniors to contest. However, per the constitutional provision, the who are the people who are eligible to vote, they have their list. It will be easier for us to ascertain whether or not the person is eligible. If we open it up, we can have some ghost names somewhere and people who are not even part of NASSG voting, and it will be very difficult to authenticate. That is why, per the provision in the constitution be drafting, it has been limited I'm sharing these provisions of the relevant provisions for us to organize the elections for the new executives. So these are our challenges, and I put forth to the group for consideration for us to, let's have a look at the election provisions, and then when we are cool with it, then we adopt the constitution today. And then by tomorrow, the election committee will be formed so that they organize the elections for the new executives. And it's also stated that the election shall be conducted online, whether it be Google Meet or WhatsApp, is left to the election committee. And the forms are not to be sold. The forms are free. It's not supposed to be. Monetization is something that we as youth must guard against. So the election is not supposed to be monetized. Anyone who tries to monetize the NASSG election can be disqualified on basis that you are trying to bribe colleagues to vote for you. The voting should be done based on assessments by members. So these are some of the provisions, and I put forth to the group to consider. Thank you very much. So please, anyone who wants to speak, you can unmute yourself and then speak to the matter.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I believe this is a step in the right direction. The fact that there should be timelines to guide our dealings as leaders is very necessary. And with you in particular bringing forth this idea and the need to have the election as soon as possible is very commendable, and I'll commend you for that. Now, to our members, it's also needed we have in-person discussions amongst ourselves to see who best fits to occupy these positions and know how we will go about things. And with the take on the draft constitution, I think it's a step in the right direction since things are useful to add. I'm fully in support. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Vice Chair. Kennedy, Fuseni, and I don't. Please, if you have something to share, you can unmute yourself and then share on the matter put forth.
Mr. Chairman, permit me to also throw light on the above topic that is being discussed. I think it's a heavy blow that you are saying you wouldn't contest for the election again. I mean, no one has been committed to this association like you have. And if we should be honest, I don't think any one of us would have the needed time and then commitment to fill the shoes we are about to leave behind. So I don't know if you can reconsider contesting so that you'll be in line at least for a year or two to know who exactly or how we are going to make sure that we maintain the association in your absence. Because if you leave, struggle because we know our territories. So, Mr. Chairman, all I'm trying to say is kindly reconsider. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes.
We'll look through. Yes, Mr.
Thank you very
Kennedy.
much.
Right
Anyway,
Honorable
whether
Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy or Right Honorable, I'm still Kennedy, and we're discussing right now. Yes, you've done so well for this. I mean, this association. Um, One of the greatest things you can do is to leave a good successor. I mean, have a good successor, so or have a good succession in place. So I think that will be fair. Yes, if you pave way for, I mean, a fresh
to lead this course. And I'm always available to give guidance when I'm being called upon. So that's why I'm saying that for this thing to work, we have to adapt the draft constitution so that the draft constitution will be used to